last 25 years, the world has lost over 70% of its wetland to its encroachers, something that should worry the globe, including Uganda. Statistics show that Uganda's countrywide wetland coverage has dropped from 37,346 square kilometers in 1994 to only 20,000 square kilometers, with a percentage of 8.4 of the national surface area. In 1994, the wetland coverage was 15.5% of the land cover, but by 2019, wetland coverage had reduced to only 8.4%. Eastern Uganda is the most degraded at 46%, while northern Uganda registered the lowest degraded area at 21%. Degradation levels in central and western region stand at 29% and 28% respectively. This is greatly attributed to human activities like agriculture, industry development, and settlement.
We have seen people being covered by landslide in Kamwenge. The other day, Katonga, just a few months ago, it was washed away, and that is the consequences that we're talking about. So there are direct consequences of loss of lives, loss of property, loss of crops, washing away of topsoil, where we get our food. So the issues of hunger, issue of food production, there are direct consequences.
The presidential directive and laws say wetland must be protected and left free, and people should focus on using dry land as a way to go. The concern comes in a wake of increasing human activities of both local and international investments, taking toll to Uganda's wetlands. But does Uganda need investors on these wetlands?
We only help government to account. We only say, look, you know what, you are supposed to do this and you're not doing it right. So when we are campaigning to protect forests, we are not saying government to do what you're not supposed to do.
We need to understand the link between good environmental stewardship and human well-being. I keep insisting that none of us is going to enjoy our wealth in a deteriorating environment. We need to have a good environment for us to enjoy the wealth that we all wake up at 5 to go and chase every day.
This pushed Nature Uganda and Uganda Biodiversity Fund, UBF, to secure a grant of about $120,000, a grant from European Union for 3 thematic areas, including conservation of habitats.
Now, this fund was specific. It was to support restoration of areas that have been degraded or damaged by the presence or because of the presence of refugees.
So what the project is doing is mainly putting in place interventions that can help the districts be able now to effectively protect those wetlands.
According to Ministry of Water, Uganda will be left with only 1.6% of the wetland cover by 2040 if destruction trends is not reversed by the deliberate and dedicated restoration.
There is a section, section 36(1) of the National Environment Act, which say the following activities are prohibited in wetlands. These are not enough. Wetland does not have a specific wetland act, like a forest act, like a fisheries act, etc., etc.
It is a problem of history. When national parks and forest reserves were set up in 1940s, 30s and 1940s, they considered wetlands as wastelands. They were not considered as important.
We believe that one of the greatest challenges to biodiversity conservation in Uganda is funding. You all know about the changing landscape for conservation financing. You all know how much our natural resources sector isn't so much of a priority in Uganda.
In a move to improve the matter, the Uganda Biodiversity Fund and Nature Uganda have embarked on a move to restore wetlands and the demarcation and protection of river banks, sensitizing communities on their roles.
The behind this part that you are seeing there is part of the 100 meters of River Mpanga, because the River Mpanga is protected by law. It is supposed to have 100 meters distance from the highest water mark of the river. So we measured the 100 meters, ends here, and now the community starts from here going here.
In this regard, members have also been sensitized on their new measures of smart climate agriculture, and a number of them have benefited in districts like Kamwenge and turned into other option measures.
abo kuba emyanya yo neyigabyiremo n'ababibe nimwe misebe bagihamu kurango basiga ekishara kirye abo katakirimo umuntu wena rukutahira ekishara.
The district and community members applaud the system since it's an optional tool for irrigation.
Batwigiriza kutimba buno basins za stretches zo kutekamu embibo byo kulimira kubyala wano wakataho kutekamu fertilizer tusoeka butaka tumala tutegereza season enzura enkuba nemala kutonya tutekamu embibo. Batwigiriza kuruma ku bulungi encha tuja kusarura kurungi.
Pastor Steven Sabimana tubadde tulima naye titusima bunya buno tulima tugenda bwe tutimwe engeri gye tulimye naye titulima obunya tibatuyigiriza bya mulembe titulina mikula kati babadde enkyukakyuka nnyo okulimira ku muga naye wano enkuba bwe betonye tuba nga tufunye omukisa omuga mulungi naye bwe enkuba nga betonye tufuna omukisa.
Ne tubasomesa ennima ey'omulembe nti bongere ku mmere gye bayina mu maka gaabwe so that baliko okukola ki okuyingirira entobazi, ne basomesa abantu okufuna okulundiramu ebyennyanja, then nana okulundiramu enjuki mu bitundu bino byebanga bakoze eki baliseeyo, kubanga etteeka lirambika bulungi nti nanyini kifo wetu demarcating yasigala nanyini kyo ng'akikuuma.
Unlike in the other parts of the country where communities are forced to exit wetlands, Aliganyira Kasim, the in charge of the environment at Kamwenge district, says to them it was different.
Abantu bano twabajjayo kuyitira mu bakulembeze baffe ab'ebyalo, ba chairpersons LC1s, LC2s, LC3s, LC5, kubanga awo tulinawo ba councillors abatuula ku district. Bonna wamu UBF nene kya Uganda twabaleeta ne tubaleeta wamu ne tubasomeseza ku ndengo ez'ebyalo eza sub-county ne district. So abo abantu bokka be batuyamba ate kuddayo ne basomesa n'abantu baabwe ne babagamba no kino abantu bano kibagenda okukola kiyamba ffe ffenna si kya UBF oba district naye ne babalaga nti kyaffe ffenna.
With this intervention in only 2 years, UBF and Nature Uganda have managed to restore 50% of the degraded wetland, demarcated most of the river banks in Kamwenge district, among others. For CBS FM, Ddungu Davis Joel.